Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
The Winnebago County Sheriff's Office mourns the loss of a longtime public servant. Friends reflect on the life of Deputy Chief Don Gasparini Jr. Extra coronavirus mitigation rules are in effect at local hospitals. We'll recap the restrictions officially put into place. And even though it's Columbus Day, Rockford schools were in session. We'll tell you why RPS 205 did not observe the holiday. Good evening, I'm Eric Wilson. Mimi is off tonight. A state line first responder has died. Last night, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office announced the passing of Deputy Chief Donnie Gasparini Jr. Gasparini's friends and colleagues tell Michelle Rave the late Deputy Chief will be missed.
The Winnebago County Sheriff's Department is left reeling after the sudden death of Deputy Chief Donald Donnie Gasparini Jr. He's the son of former Sheriff Don Gasparini Sr. and was with the department for 26 years. Gasparini started with the Corrections Department and worked his way to Deputy Chief. He also was part of the Illinois Police Accreditation Coalition. Stephanie Erb says Gasparini was a mentor to her and many others, and the lessons she's learned from him are some of the things she'll carry with her forever.
Donnie was an amazing person, and his family should be proud knowing that he made such an impact on so many people, and because of the impact he made on us, we've been able to turn his knowledge and his helpfulness into helping our police departments and helping other police departments. So it's been a snowball effect. He will not be forgotten.
Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
Winnebago County State's Attorney Marilyn Hyde-Ross released a statement following Deputy Chief Gasparini's death. She says in part, quote, "I feel blessed to have had the privilege to work with Donnie for the past several years. His death has left a void in the hearts of all of us who worked with him and knew him. And although we will no longer be blessed with his physical presence, his spirit of kindness and exceptional leadership will continue to resonate with us." 2 people are hurt in separate shootings in Rockford within the last 24 hours. The first happened around 8 Sunday night. A 37-year-old man took himself to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police have not said where the shooting took place. The second happened around 7:30 this morning on Brown Avenue, just east of Maine. A man was also taken to a local hospital. No word on his injuries. If you have information about either of these shootings, call Rockford Police or Crime Stoppers. A Wisconsin judge upholds Governor Tony Evers' mask mandate. The court ruled Evers did not overstep his authority by issuing multiple emergency orders on the coronavirus. The lawsuit argued the governor can issue only one emergency declaration per crisis. Evers said he issued the mask order following the recommendations of public health experts. Wisconsin's among the worst COVID-19 hotspots in the country. The Badger State topped more than 150,000 positive cases yesterday. 9 more people have died from COVID-19 in Illinois. That's according to the state's Department of Public Health. The total death toll is nearly 9,000. More than 2,700 new infections were reported. As of Sunday night, more than 1,700 Illinoisans were in hospitals being treated for that coronavirus. Region 1's rising COVID positivity rate, which is most of the state line, has local hospitals taking extra precautions. Starting today, no visitors are allowed at Swedish American except for end-of-life patients, the NICU, and labor and delivery. We first told you about this last week. OSF's chief medical officer said the number of COVID patients recently doubled. A unit that had been closed opened back up to handle more. We have all the new rules and procedures for the 3 major Rockford hospitals on mystateline.com. Rockford Public School Superintendent Dr. Aaron Jarrett is working from home after a family member tests positive for COVID-19. The district says that's being done as a precaution. In a letter, Dr. Jarrett commended students and staff for not allowing a COVID outbreak in schools this year. According to Jarrett, the district's positivity rate for staff is 1%. For students, that number is 0.5%. Classes at RPS 205 were in session during Columbus Day today because November 3rd is a holiday. Eyewitness News is your local election headquarters. Earlier this year, Illinois lawmakers voted to make Election Day a state holiday for government workers and public school teachers. That forced RPS 205 board members, they say, to make a change to the school schedule. Rockford schools now have Election Day off. Educators are using Columbus Day to teach students about the meaning behind the federal holiday. 4 city leaders make sure Native Americans are celebrated on Columbus Day too. In a proclamation from the city, October 12th will be recognized as Indigenous Peoples Day. Some aldermen tell us it's important to celebrate all groups of people. The state line holds a significant amount of Native American history. Tribes including Ho-Chunk, Sauk, and Shawnee called the region home. There's also an effigy mound in Beatty Park in downtown Rockford that is still a sacred site used by Native Americans for ceremonies. Not everyone agrees with the proclamation. Chairperson of the Greater Rockford Italian Heritage Association, Karen Cantel, says Indigenous Peoples Day takes away some of the significance of Columbus discovering America and Italian-American heritage. Columbus was born in Italy. Cantel tells us erasing Columbus Day would be disheartening.
He did pave the way for so many others to come to America, and as the result of what he did coming to America is it led us to be this immigration nation where people came from all over, and he even brought Christianity over.
We have breaking news for you out of Rockford. One person is hurt after a shooting near Interstate 90. It happened around 6 on Coliseum Drive. That's near Bell School and East State. Police say the 29-year-old man was taken to a local hospital. No word on his condition. Rockford police are investigating. We do have a crew on the way to the scene, and we'll have updates for you as they become available. Golfers tee off to battle an issue plaguing the Forest City. The Amanda Reed Memorial Golf Playday raises money for domestic violence awareness. In 2009, Amanda was killed by her boyfriend. To take part in the play day at Forest Hills Country Club, each golfer paid $100. Organizers say proceeds will fund juvenile educational and intervention programs run by the city of Rockford.
We want to promote the awareness so that we can start at a younger level, so that these children know that they have places to go, people to talk to, and help identifying what domestic violence is.
That outing raised nearly $10,000. Rockford area police need your help putting suspected criminals behind bars. Here's this week's Crime Stoppers Most Wanted. Police are looking for 39-year-old Christopher Tinney. He's charged with aggravated domestic battery. Tinney is 5'8", 140 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Ryan Stultz is also on the list. He's 32, 5'10", 215, with brown hair and blue eyes. His charge is unlawful restraint. Juan Vargas is wanted for criminal damage. The 26-year-old is 5'8", 125 pounds. He's got black hair and brown eyes. Victoria Frazier is 23, 5'6", 130. She has blonde hair and blue eyes and is wanted for possession of a controlled substance. If you have information on any of these suspects, contact Crime Stoppers. You don't have to give your name, and you could be eligible for a cash reward.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Nice to see the sunshine out there this afternoon following some of the rain and the cloud cover we had earlier today. Those rain showers coming down, a little wind driven with those strong southerly winds and then northwesterly winds, all with this cold front that came through earlier today. Lots of sunshine though, thanks to a bunch of dry air moving in back behind that cold front. So it's leaving us with a mostly clear sky, but the combination of the wind and the rain we had earlier today really brought down a lot of leaves across the area. And you got to be a little more cautious when driving, one, when it's raining and you have any kind of condition that deteriorates the roadways, but two, when you've got the leaves that are blowing around and now collecting on the roads, because the combination of those things can actually impact how long it takes for you to stop. Now let's take, for example, going 40 miles per hour on a dry road. You're looking at about 80 feet to stop going at that speed, but you increase that by about 80 feet when you're talking about more of a wet road. So now we're at 160 feet, but you combine that with wet leaves on the roadway. Now we're at 250 feet. So not only is it important to be cautious when you're driving, but also increase that distance between you and the car in front of you, which can be taken too with any kind of inclement weather, and kind of something to keep in mind as we get a little bit further into those colder months and we're talking about that snow. Or no snow for us, no rain for us tonight. Clear skies will stay with us. A live look with our Mercy SkyTrack camera out over downtown Rockford. Winds coming down just a little bit, still from the northwest, but that wind direction is actually going to shift around to the southwest later tonight. Temperature in Rockford at 60 degrees, 56 right now in DeKalb, 61 our current temperature in Dixon. We're at 58 in Rochelle and 56 degrees right now in Belvedere. Winds will pick up as we go through the afternoon tomorrow, coming in from the southwest. We actually have a ridge of high pressure building off to our west, which will slide closer to us tonight. So it's actually going to allow our temperatures to go up just a bit as we go through the afternoon tomorrow. So let's look at some of these hometown numbers, because it will be a little on the cooler side. Low 40s for a lot of us, getting up tomorrow morning, down to 44 in Beloit. By Byron, around 48 degrees. By the time we get to about 5, 6 o'clock, we'll see those numbers drop off just a little bit too, and some of the outlying areas could actually fall back into the low 40s and even upper 30s. But we're back into the mid and upper 60s tomorrow as we get just a bit more cloud cover going through the afternoon. Again, remember that southwesterly wind will be coming in at times gusting to about 30 miles per hour. But our skies are expected to stay dry during the afternoon. Here comes that cloud cover tomorrow morning. This is with a quick return of a warm front that'll be lifting northward during the first half of the day. Then we get another cold front that comes in, and then another warm front that comes in on Wednesday. So kind of back-to-back systems, but really lacking a lot of that moisture. Now on Wednesday, we are going to get an increase in the cloud cover, and our winds will pick up too. I do have a slight chance for some rain showers in there later in the day on Wednesday as that cold front comes in, but we get a second cold front that comes in, and that'll really drop those temperatures as we get this big dip in our jet stream by the end of the week. High temperatures will stay in the low 50s. So we're 43 degrees in Rockford. Some outlying areas could get a little cooler. Temperature back up near 70 for tomorrow afternoon. It is going to be a little windy, and that could elevate the fire risk for both Thursday and Friday. 55 on Thursday. Some wind-driven, kind of chilly rain showers Friday afternoon, 53 degrees. There is the potential for some frost and maybe a freeze. Just depends on the wind and cloud cover Thursday night and Friday night. And then Monday, low 50s as well. Could see some slushy rain showers Monday afternoon.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
It feels like Groundhog Day for Rick Renteria. He was managing the talented young Cubs team on the verge of big things when he was fired in 2014, and now it's happened to him again with the White Sox. He has been fired, although the White Sox say the two sides have agreed to part ways. Renteria managed the Sox for 4 seasons. They took a big step forward this year, but Rick Hahn and the Sox management team decided Renteria is not the guy to take this team to a World Series championship.
This isn't about any of the decision-making in Game 3 of the wild card series. This isn't about anything that happened over the last couple of weeks after we clinched our position into the playoffs. This is, again, based upon where we are as an organization and what we need to do to take that next step.
And the Blackhawks have a new forward. They've signed free agent Matthias Janmark to a 1-year contract. He skated in 62 games for the Dallas Stars this past season, and he was part of their run to the Stanley Cup Finals. He had 8 points in the postseason and 21 during the regular season.
Our first warning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. The rain and even a few isolated thunderstorms we had from earlier today quickly racing off to the east, leaving us now with a clear sky. It is still a little on the breezy side out there, but the winds will come down just a bit. The northwest wind is going to shift around to the southwest as high pressure builds in. Temperatures tonight down into the lower 40s. Could have a few spots hover right around that 40-degree mark, so you may see a little patchy frost, but I do not think it is anything to be too concerned with here. Winds pick up tomorrow from the southwest at about 30 miles per hour. Same thing on Wednesday. Both days close to 70 degrees. Overnight lows still in those mid-40s. Got a big drop, though, in the temperatures on Thursday with the wind coming in. 55 for the afternoon, down to 32 Thursday night, 53 on Friday. There will be some wind-driven rain showers Friday afternoon, 54 on Saturday, lower 50s, Eric, still at the end of next week.
Sure was a dramatic change between this morning and this afternoon. Candice, thanks, and thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.